haven't vlogged in several days. And it's because I've been so busy. And this has been the week from, excuse me, and I'm just going to say it, hell. Shouldn't have said that, but I did. Man, we've had family stuff going on. We've had, and I always want my vlogs to be kind of happy. Well, this one's not. I'm letting her rip, We had family stuff going on. I've had computer problems this week. Oh, I've just wanted to just swap the desk off and bust it. I can't get nothing to work right on it. I don't know. I've been able to post one. I'm cold, so I'm covering up. I've got a little sweater on. One Regina's tea time, and sometime this week, I don't even remember when, I was finally able to take a few minutes to post the As a Woman Sees It. Plug. And, but it took me forever to get the computer to get up and do that. I don't know what's wrong with it. My husband's got to check it out. I'm trying to use, my email. I hadn't been able to check it for days. I don't know what's going on with it. I can't, nothing's working right anyway, so I'm frustrated with the computer. Family stuff, doctor stuff. Oh, and the real kicker today. Okay, you guys know that I was laid off. I live in a tourist town, but I've been looking for work. One positive note, besides being alive and healthy and having my husband and my family, that's more than one positive. But one positive note, I've got 2 interviews next week. Yay! But today, my husband was fired. So we're both out of work. Can't laugh, I mean, I have to laugh because I can't cry about it, It's like, it's just one thing after another. And I got to tell you, well, the biggest problem is we live in a tourist town. I'm already at a couple of minutes, so I'll try to rush this up. But I have got a lot to vent about. We live in a tourist town, and it was a new job. Because, he worked for a big corporation. He's in computers. He's had like 25 years in computers. 30 years in computers, whatever. And he worked for a big corporation in the finance and computer department. And they were bought out. U.S. Bank, I'll say it, U.S. Bank bought out that corporation and let all the local people go and brought in their own staff. That's been a while back. That didn't happen today. Giving you a little history. And so that put him out of work. And then he worked for another company, but it was in the tourist industry, and worked for them for a while, and they went out of business, which happens here. You have companies that do that. Then not cabin company, but a rental place, whatever. Anyway, then he started this new job. They contacted him. He didn't even apply for this job. They just heard about him. Contacted him. It was supposed to be a great job, and it was decent money. And it turns out they were just using him, and I'll tell you why in a sec. But for search engine optimization. And I'm not that computer savvy, but my husband knows a lot about them when I can get him to take the time to sit down and look at mine. But he's been busy. But search engine optimization. Now, like the last couple weeks, he started this new job, and Monday was going to be his 90 days, where that's your trial period, and then they start the benefits, and woohoo, you're a permanent employee. Well, the last couple weeks, the man started sending my husband out to take photographs of local things, and to write articles for the man's websites and for his businesses. But that wasn't Joe's job. The man already had people in that department to take care of it. And the owner of he only comes in like once a week, and he's this big millionaire, and he's a big ass. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I never cuss, but sometimes the situation warrants it. And so anyway, the man said that, and my husband said, I'm not a photographer, that's not my forte, I'm not a journalist. But the man said, well, just let me see what kind of pictures you can take with your camera. And we just have a little cheap point and shoot camera, you know, $200-300. Well, that ain't cheap for me, but you know, it's not a professional camera. And so my husband told him, you know, well, I'll do that, but he says there's not going to be great pictures. And so the man said, well, just do that. Let me see how you take photos, and then I will give you a professional camera and send you out and show you how I want the pictures done. So my husband does all this, right? And he emails him for the last 2 weeks, you know, because the guy says, email me, you can ask me anything. Yep, right. Liar, hello, jerk. So he comes in today. Just a few days, the 21st now, December. One day, one business day. Monday would have been the 90 days where we would have got benefits again. And says, he didn't even do it. He had one of Joe's co-workers come in and fire my husband. And he sent my husband a photo in an email and said that this is how a professional photo should look. Well, my husband is not a professional photographer. That's not even his job. He said that Joe's photos weren't of quality. Well, duh. That's not his job. And he told you, you know. Why are you having him do that for the last couple weeks, you know? But anyway, my husband tried. What does that have to do with search engine optimization? You tell me. But anyway, I'm already at almost 7 minutes. So I'll try to wrap this up. But I got to tell you, the man didn't have balls enough. You know, when I have fired people, because I've run a company before, you take them in a room and you talk to them about the good points and you let them go. And you tell them why you're letting them go. Right? This man did not have the balls to face my husband. Right? He just sent in a coworker, and the coworker's like, he didn't even know what was going on. He's like, I haven't even seen your work. I'm sorry, man. I'm just told that you're not supposed to work here anymore. One day. Well, it turns out that all the workers were talking about how this man deliberately keeps that position open. It's a revolving chair. And he will hire these computer guys in to help the other guys catch up on their work because they get behind, right? And then a couple days before the 90 days, he lets them go. Cheater. And this man is a millionaire. Well, we see why. Because you're a cheater. Oh, it is very hard for me to like people with money because most of them are liars and cheaters. And they have no care or concern for their fellow man or other people. And, you know, reap what you sow, man. Reap what you sow. And so, that's all I got to say. And so, I mean, he may be lapping it up now in the luxury that he's got, but he gonna have to answer one day. You know, you can't take all that money with you. And for you stealing from people and being miserly and, you know, hiring these people that, you know, put their faith in trying to take care of their families and then yanking them and firing them one day before their benefits kick in, you will reap what you sow. And if he watches this, and I hope you do, man, you lucky it wasn't me. Because I'd have decked you. I'd have hunted you down and decked you before I left that office. But anyway, my husband's nicer than I am. Anyway, I'm almost at 9 minutes, and that is way too long a blog, and y'all are probably tuning me out, and I know it's negative, but I just had to vent. It's just been a crappy week. So, I will talk to everybody when I have another chance to vlog, which will probably be next week. Ooh, good thing, 2 interviews next week. Woohoo! So, I'll let y'all know about that. But for now, we po folk. So, that's not interesting television, but good night.